Recently, BTS members Taehyung and Jungkook attended an interview session with Rolling Stone magazine. The host's questions did not surprise ARMY, but question number 2 made ARMY laugh to themselves. Taehyung and Jungkook also answered questions about haters who hoped their relationship would fall apart when they entered military service. But the reality was that their relationship actually grew stronger. They also talked about their expressions of love, which they poured into their work through the Arirang album. Are ARMY ready? Arirang is not just an ordinary album, but an eternal love story that is strong and cannot be destroyed by anyone. We all know that Rolling Stone is also a very big media outlet in America. Besides promoting their songs, Taehyung and Jungkook also introduced their love to the wider world. Watch the continuation of this video and don't miss it. Before we start, make sure you're ready to love this moments. Welcome to VKook. In this exclusive interview with Rolling Stone magazine, the main focus is placed on the deep emotional dynamics between Taehyung and Jungkook, who now no longer hesitate to show their closeness. The photo shoot room feels filled with a different kind of energy as the two sit side by side, as if there is a wordless language understood only by the two of them amid the bustling atmosphere of the studio. Taehyung, with his gentle gaze, occasionally glances toward Jungkook, offering moral support before they begin answering difficult questions about their personal journey during the group's transition period. Jungkook himself appears more mature and calm, yet he continues to show his soft side whenever Taehyung begins speaking about the meaning of love they discovered amid the pressures of the global industry. This interview slowly reveals that their latest album involving Arirang elements is not merely an ordinary music project for them, but rather a vessel for expressing feelings that have long been kept tightly hidden. For Taehyung, the traditional melody they chose represents eternity and strong roots, much like their relationship that has been tested by time and various challenges over the years. Jungkook added with a tone full of confidence that every note in the new arrangement carries a message about longing and commitment to always protect one another. They explained that much of the creative process behind this album took place in quiet moments when the two of them discussed how to communicate love through art without losing their identity. The narrative in the video describes how Taehyung feels that Jungkook's presence is his main source of inspiration when writing lyrics that are more poetic and filled with deep meaning. Conversely, Jungkook admitted that Taehyung's courage in expressing himself has given him the strength to be more honest with his own feelings, both as an artist and as an individual. Their love story, implied in every answer during this interview, becomes the common thread that unites the concept of BTS 2.0 with a more intimate and real human side for their fans. They speak about how love is not merely sweet words, but sacrifice and patience to grow together under the spotlight that never fades. Taehyung paused briefly before explaining that the Arirang song they performed again is a form of tribute to destiny that brought them together into the same group. He feels that there is a magical power within the song capable of summarizing all the sorrow and joy they have gone through together as partners who complement each other in every aspect of life. Jungkook then continued by sharing how difficult it is to maintain privacy amid popularity, yet their love has become the safest hiding place from the noise of the outside world. He emphasized that through this album, they want to share a small space from their hearts with the world, showing that love is the purest energy for creating a great work. In one segment of the interview, Rolling Stone highlighted how the physical interactions between Taehyung and Jungkook appeared so natural, such as the way they corrected each other's microphone placement or simply gave a subtle smile. This strengthened the narrative that their relationship is no longer a secret among teammates, but rather a foundation that strengthens the group as a whole in facing the future. Taehyung also revealed that there are moments when they feel extremely tired of other people's expectations, yet Jungkook's gaze always manages to bring him back to a beautiful reality. For both of them, love is about finding a home within another person, and the Arirang album is a certificate of the home they built with hard work and tears. Jungkook closed the session by stating that he has never felt this ready to face the world, as long as Taehyung is by his side to share burdens and happiness. He sees the future as a blank page he wants to write together with Taehyung, with music as the eternal background of their love story that continues to grow stronger. This video narrative emphasizes that their courage to express affection through traditional art is a revolutionary step in their already brilliant career. Taehyung feels proud to show his vulnerable side alongside Jungkook, because he believes honesty is the key to sincere connection with listeners around the world. Both of them agreed that this album is a love letter, wrapped in magnificent traditional Korean melodies, yet modern in its emotional delivery to the public. The main focus of this interview is not only about music, but about how two souls find perfect synchronization amid the chaos of an entertainment world that can sometimes be cruel. Every paragraph in this narrative reflects how significant their personal relationship has been in influencing the artistic direction taken by BTS in this new chapter, especially through the involvement of cultural symbolism. Taehyung and Jungkook seem to want to say that their love is part of the history they are writing, as old and as valuable as the Arirang melody itself. The Rolling Stone journalist also noted that there is deep respect between the two, where they never try to dominate each other, but always give space for their partner to shine. This makes their love story an example of how a healthy relationship can spark extraordinary and limitless creativity. At the end of the video, it is clear that Taehyung and Jungkook feel relieved after being able to share a little about what has long been the driving force behind the scenes in their pressure-filled lives. They leave the studio feeling satisfied, knowing that their message of love has been delivered elegantly through a work they are very proud to present to the world. This narrative concludes that for Taehyung and Jungkook, love is a journey back to their roots, and Arirang is the compass guiding them to always stay together no matter what happens in the future. They remain two young men from Korea who simply want to love and be loved, while continuing to inspire millions of people through the harmony they create together. Taehyung and Jungkook also realize that behind the great support they receive, there is a group of haters waiting for the collapse of their relationship, especially when the military enlistment announcement arrives. For these opponents, physical separation for years is considered the end of everything, a gap they hope will fade the spark of love and unity that they have built. They predicted that distance and pressure in military camps would slowly drive Taehyung and Jungkook apart, until their relationship would eventually be eroded by silence and the harsh life of soldiers. However, the negative hopes of those haters turned out to be the opposite of what truly happened behind the cold walls of the barracks. Instead of fading, the deep longing became fuel that strengthened their determination to remain loyal to one another despite limited communication. Taehyung revealed that small letters and brief moments when they could exchange news became valuable reminders that their love is far greater than mere physical presence on the same stage. For them, military service did not become an obstacle, but rather a period of spiritual maturation that further strengthened the foundation of their relationship to a more spiritual level. Jungkook felt that the time he spent away from Taehyung gave him a new perspective on how meaningful that man is in his life, beyond just a co-worker or friend. They learned to trust each other in silence, building inner strength that could not be penetrated by malicious speculation or ill wishes from those who wanted to see them fall. Their return from national duty with the album Arirang became a firm answer to everyone who predicted the collapse of their love after military service. They showed that this new chapter began with even stronger passion, where their love had been tested by the heaviest trials. Taehyung firmly stated that if they could survive the most difficult times in the military, then nothing else could separate them in the future, including hatred thrown by the outside world. In the end, the narrative of BTS 2.0 becomes proof of the victory of Taehyung and Jungkook's love over all forms of cynicism and public doubt. They stand strong not as two individuals weakened by distance, but as a couple who returned with a bond that can no longer be broken. Their love has now become a symbol of resilience, showing that devotion to the country and devotion to a partner can go hand in hand, creating a harmony even more beautiful than before. Leave your positive comments here. The best comment will be pinned as a way to honor their love. Thank you to everyone who continues to support this channel. May God reward all of your kindness. This video reflects my personal opinion and interpretation. It is made for entertainment purposes only and does not represent confirmed facts.